Before I start this video, I just want to say thank you to everyone who supported my video. I was not expecting this. I just clicked post and forgot about it. I just wanted to say thank you for all your support. And on to the video. We got a good spawn. I got rid of the junk that I didn't need and started collecting grapes, which apparently spawn in the Taiga. Did not know that. Here's me chopping a tree. Here's me getting berries. Stone. Dang, how much stone do you need? I made stone tools. I collected some resources, made a furnace, slapped it down, and started smelting my copper. I got what I needed from the cave, so I left. Please don't ask about my health.
Hello?
Why are there so many mobs? Let's just agree to ignore that. Anyways, a few steps later, I spotted a witch tower, which I kind of forgot had witches in it. Thankfully, their reaction time was as good as their drops. I collected about everything from the chest, and of course stole their books. I could hear the illager, but I just couldn't find them. This is the point where I really got excited for this world. I mean, look at that mountain! I love building on mountains. They are my favorite. I wasted no time, jumped down with my leap of faith and started heading towards the mountain. I mean, look at that sunset. Isn't it beautiful? You know I love sunsets from that last episode. I was right in between all three of my favorite biomes, birch, dark oak, and spruce. The first thing I did was... Okay, now the first thing I did was head to the tents. Ooh, mending. Slap those boys on. These chest tents always have great loot in them. I wanted to explore some more before I decide to make any type of bases. And unless you're Dora, you can see that tower in the distance. I knew I had to explore it. I didn't want to die on day one, so I made sure to be careful while going in here. I knew I had to kill anything in my path. Yeah, no, I wasn't dealing with any type of mobs right now. Let alone a trial chamber spawner. In such a tight area too? No way, no way. But I didn't give up on it completely. I grabbed some wood and scaled up to the top of the tower. The top of the tower was filled with a bunch of books, which I happily took from my enchantment table. But I wasn't really satisfied with just books. I headed down the ladder to explore the barrels. The trial chamber nearby was spawning zombie villagers. Thank goodness they can't climb. The barrels weren't filled with anything special, really. Besides this crazy enchantment book. But the tower was still cool nonetheless. And I found another goblin trader. He didn't have anything I wanted though. The more I kept exploring, the more structures started to appear. There was a witch tower, a village, villager outposts, and a small little goblin hut right next to the village. I went to the hut first to see if the goblin had any good trades, and he was selling my favorite pickaxe. I didn't have enough iron yet, so I had to wait for my iron to smelt before I started trading with him. Turns out the tower that I thought was a witch tower was actually something else. It had some vases in it, and a chest with decent loot. There was also this book that I didn't really feel like reading, but I took it anyways. The village didn't have any really good buildings, but they had a lot of crops. There was another structure in the distance that I really haven't seen before, but I was shot by a skeleton before getting a better look. That's when I chose to steal a villager bed and go to sleep. Next morning, I wanted to go explore some more. I wanted to go onto the pillager outpost, but when I saw they had other pillagers in cages, I thought it'd be best just to leave them alone. I found a real witch tower this time, and was more prepared. Sorta. I saw this dungeon tower in the distance, and I knew for a fact, do not go there. You will not survive. At least with this armor. We'll be returning there later though, don't worry. Anyways, I wanted to go explore the building I saw last night, but as soon as I got close, a boss bar appeared. I didn't go in, but I explored the top a bit. I was gonna mine the ores, but I thought it'd be best to mine it with an efficiency 3 iron pick, if you know what I mean. I went back to the golem and got 2 pickaxes from him. Soon after, I headed back to my mountain to start figuring out my base. Man, look at that sunset. Okay, I'm a liar. I decided to explore the dark forest because it looked nice. And bonus, I found a pale oak. So if I want to get a pet creaking, I can get a pet creaking. After a bit more stalling, I built up a pillar to scope out the land. And to be honest with you, it was kind of off. Like, everything was just, it looked nice, but nothing was flat enough to actually build a base on. I could landscape it, but with the tools I had right now, that would have been a nightmare. Instead of trying to landscape the land with my stone shovel, I was just gonna make a temporary base before I made my real base. I didn't want the temporary base to be too far from the main base, because I didn't want to run back and forth from a long base. I found a nice spot to build my temporary base, where it won't be merging into my main house, but it won't be far away either. It didn't take too long to clear out the trees from the spot. But it did take me a while to figure out what I wanted to build. I wanted my house to be elevated, not close to the ground. I have a bad problem with building small houses, and I didn't know what style I wanted this house in. While I was thinking, a creeper blew up. Let's go ahead and fill that up. I started making a quick floor just to get something done. And use cobblestone as temporary walls. While building this house, I had no idea what I wanted to do, to be honest. And honestly, I still do not like the house when it's finished, but it's fine. It's just temporary. There was a lot more stalling and collecting resources. I didn't have too much done. I paused my recording for a second, and then a giant creeper hole appeared in my tent. Wonderful. Anyways, I went to max out my enchantment table to make the mining process a bit faster. Don't mind that. Nothing happened. And after filling in the floor a little bit more, I started building. Or apparently mining some more. Don't mind that. Dang, how much mining did I do? Okay, now here's the building part. Bro. I slowly started adding more wood to my hole. and subtracting wood from my hole. Honestly, I didn't know what I was doing. I know a little bit about building, but for some reason with this house, I just did not know what I wanted to do with it. I wanted to give it like a classic survival house style with a little bit of detail, and it just did not mix for me. I built out a sidewall so I could make a furnace room. Then start mining out some more to make the upstairs. Something in my body told me I needed glass before I continued building. Sadly, there was no sand by my house, so I had to make a boat and swim to Narnia just to find some. While I was looking, I found another one of these boss temples, and now I had a proper pick to mine the ores inside. After that, I collected the sand and sailed back home. Now I was getting a bit more into the groove of things and just accepting this house was gonna look like whatever the heck it looked like. Soon, everything just started going along. Kinda. Just a lot of collecting resources and building. Collecting and building. Collect and build. Build and collect. I guess it looks okay. Anywho, downstairs was sorta done, so I moved my work upstairs. I decided to strip all the wood because I wanted it all naked. And had to finally start on the roof. I hate doing the roofs. Like, I cannot explain how long this roof took. I had to keep going back and forth, mining, and then turning the wood into stairs, and I actually made too many stairs, and now I have a bunch of stacks of spruce stairs. Like, what am I gonna do with spruce stairs? Someone please tell me what I'm gonna do with 3,000 spruce stairs. Nothing. Probably make another roof, actually. Yeah, probably just like save it for the stables or something. I hate the roof. I finally finished off the roof and added windows, and also added stairs to the other exit. It looks pretty nice so far. I'm thinking about adding a borderless glass texture pack to make it look smoother. I added railings to my balcony, and it was looking a little bit plain, so I thought it'd be a good idea to add a roof too. It was looking good so far. Yeah, that's good. That's good. I like that. Once I finished the outside, I decided to start decorating the inside. It was looking pretty good, so I started on the other side as well. Same format for the most part. And I got 2 yellow beds for my bedroom. There we go. I added torches to brighten the place up. I don't like this. Yeah, I wasn't a huge fan of my bedroom, so I decided to switch it up. Pretty long transition right here. How was your day? Good. I don't actually know what you said, but good. Hope it's good. Yeah. I mean, while we're waiting, you can like subscribe or something, you know. Yeah, that's better. Once I finished my bedroom, I closed off the side rooms because I didn't know what to do with them at the time. I added on more glass to my roof to make it even more brighter than it was before. I know I said I hated it before, but it's actually kind of turned out nice. Here's the outside for you guys. I made a nice pathway just to give it some more oomph to the house. Now let's talk underneath the house. It's kind of soulless down there. So I cleared it out and wanted to make this now the stables for my horses. Let me introduce you to Fred. This phantom that doesn't burn in daylight and is really just too annoying to hit. He didn't attack me too often, but he'll be hanging out with us for the rest of the video. Or at least half, until he just wants to get milk, I guess. Anyways, I finished clearing out the stable area and added fences and gates. And finally connected the path up to the stables. Thanks, Fred. I added a few more smaller details just to bring it all together. And things were looking good. I lit up the area to keep bad mobs from spawning. Next step was to start a farm. I cleared out the trees from the area. I wanted the nearby well to flow out a stream that flows into the farm. After all the water was placed, I started hoeing down the land. Please do not take that the wrong way. After I finished, I went to the village to steal their crops. Once I got home, I paused the crop building to make a chest room. And then I started farming. Last thing I wanted to do before ending off this episode was get a horse for my stables, which would be 10 times harder than you ever would think it would ever be to get a simple Minecraft horse. The pain and suffering I went to find this horse. It baffles me. It baffles me. Anyways, oh, I should probably add it. I just made an enchantment room, which looked pretty nice to me. And then I was off to find this horse. Side quests, I wanted to make a backpack too, which is why you see me kill all these deers. Listen, we're already 17 minutes in. I ran around 3 times and I still cannot find a horse. I found a whole other village before I found a horse. As you do when you explore villages, you steal all their stuff. Because that's just what we do. That's our job. As players, our responsibility. I kept looking around for a horse, and while I was on my search, I found this flower field. I'm like, oh, okay, cool, a flower field. Let me go explore it. And I see this behemoth. Gorlak the Destroyer, is that you? This mountain dwarfed my mountain 10 times full. Almost made me want to move. I mean, this mountain had everything. Giant peak, snow, ice, cherry blossoms, a village, a good building spot. So I didn't want to live here after that. But bonus, I found a horse. He was slow as yeah, I was better off sprinting than riding that horse. I also found out there are baguettes in this game. While wandering around some more, I saw this zombie horse. I've never owned one of these since I was a little kid on the phone in creative mode. I mean, I struggled to put the saddle on him, but when it finally got on, he was a good horse. Bad part about it though, zombie horses burn in sunlight. How do I know this? I mean, like, yeah, it was in the name. Zombies burning, son. So I had no choice but to leave him. I promised to come back with some horse armor and hopefully he won't burn in sunlight with that. If you guys want, you can name him down below in the comments. Meanwhile I saw this tower in the distance and I always know they have super good loot. So I started heading there. And it indeed have good loot. I took everything of value and dipped. But while I was looking around, I saw a boss platform nearby. I didn't waste too much time and went down to go kill the Mega Phantom. Once I got there, it seemed like he was stuck. So I cleared out some trees so he could come down and attack me and I could attack him. And that man did 10,000 times more damage than I thought he was. I was about to die. Luckily for me, I had some golden apples on me, so I started chugging them boys. And when he came in for a second swipe, he got stuck under a tree. And I just finished him off there, which was easy. Stupid phantoms. I got some pretty unique drops, but since I don't know what they're for, we'll just discuss that in a later episode. I finally made it back to the village and started collecting the hay I needed. Then went back to make little boy big boy and rode him all the way back home. Bro almost died. After all that effort I put in to get him home, he almost died by powdered snow. And me hitting him a little bit. I took a moment to calm down before digging us a hole out and leading him with a carrot. Bro, it's so stressful. If he died. I gave him a water bowl and some hay bales. And everything was done. Besides the farm, I mean, we can finish that later though. That's too much work. But hey, I ended up making a backpack, which was pretty cool. And we're finally reaching the end of the video. And I've never made a 20-minute video before. What can we learn from this experience, you know? Oh, right. Phantoms suck.